Welcome back, everybody. Here we go again. Just going to get redressed, guys, from doing an admin run yesterday, or sorry, doing an event last night. So where did I put my rocks? There we go. Okay, mate. That's a very good find you found. You are right. I have to reorganize the base in a second. Yeah. You guessed. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to delete my admin barrel. Guys, I'm just going into admin mode to delete the admin barrel, just so you know. Because I ran an event on the server last night. 92 drum and taco pushed. Drum fired, missed, and was killed by 92 flanking onto him. Taco then killed 92. Taco then got disconnected twice in a row. Restless then pushed and got taken out by 3 different mines inside the building, but lived and limped away. Then 92 came back in, pushed the building, and at that point Grady started pushing. 92 and Grady had a firefight. I then decided to spice things up by coming back into body and letting one of them kill me. 92 killed me. And then Grady pushed. 92 killed Grady. 92 got the loot. So I'd say very well. Yeah, what you want from an event, if that makes sense. Right, player management, turn off God mode. Check God mode's turned off. Check I can still be seen. Check I've got everything on me that I need. That one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there. Somewhere. That up. That up. Yeah. Works from the 500 slots you get from the tent point of view, but we can't get to the flag anymore. How do I unpack it? Fucking can't. Oh, don't. I've got to try and work out in my head. I can pack it. That's fine. If I hadn't been able to pack it, I'd have to have got you to raise a ticket for me to then solve it. Does that make sense? Yeah, but I've managed to pack it, so that's not a problem. How it's placing in the building down. It's when it deploys it. I need to deploy it like there. But I need it to be white. Not doing it's doing white there. Okay, I can get to the flagpole, can I? See the flagpole. Right, we're gonna move the flagpole. So I'm gonna need some sticks. Because getting that tent with 500 slots of storage sorted is more important than everything else, isn't it? Just dump it in the middle, mate. Morning, everybody. We're having base building issues, as you can see. Come on. Give me the icon to cut the flagpole down. Hi, Hugo. Come on. Oh, I had it then. Come on. Dismantle. There we go. So now, if I deploy the tent, I might have to get you to go outside while I do this, Chuckles, because the game will think there's too much loot around. But we'll see. I might not, but I don't know until I'll have to stand here. So if you get behind me. Now it probably won't let me deploy the tent because we don't have a flag up. Yeah. So now I need to put the flag up in the middle somewhere. Yeah, that works. Now I need a piece of rope. There's one. Great flagpole kit. There. You can't build here because there's already got that flagpole up. Okay, I'll have to do that in admin mode. Chuckles, could you request that I remove the thank you, you've done it. Building. Show. Thank you. Thank you, Chuckles. No, I will deal with it all from this end. Because everything gets logged. You just move backwards a little bit, please, Chuckles. Claim member, so you can add yourself in a second. That's that sorted. Now I can place the flag, the box in the tent. That's me. Oh, come on, game. Just gone to all this hassle. Now it's telling me I don't have permission again. It needs to update the tick. That's there. Okay, we're good to go. Need to reorganize everything. Let me just deal with this ticket while you're dealing with that. A second. That's done. Thank you. I need to check the tent can't be seen from outside. Now it's fully with him on one side. Good enough for the other side. That's okay. So cooking area, same as before. Can't place these barrels, can I? I can only just drop them because they're fire barrels. Oh, and that's floating, and I don't like floating barrels. Oh, no, it's not. Come on now. Where's he been, DAYZ? Come on. Give me an icon to place you. I can place you in the centre, I know. Oh, where's the barrel fucking gone? Oh, it's outside the tent. Oh. Right, it might be right in the centre, like you said, mate. Oh, at the moment, he doesn't even want to do that. I think once we place the other things down, we might be able to then move it. Which one's this? This is a raiding barrel. It's the car tent that's the problem. There you go. Food. I'm just going to dump it here for the moment. So we're spacing things out. That's raiding. So dump it over here. Base building. So I'll dump it over here. That's food that some of it's gone off. That can be dumped there. I'll put the barrel up. Oh, you stupid game. Use a barrel. Right, if you can... Ah, yeah, you are. Good. Give me an icon to place a barrel. Okay, new kitchen is there. Yeah. That one down there. Next, kitchen one. Kitchen one. I'll do them, it's not a problem. Two kitchen ones. That is ammunition. That is ammunition. Building. That's done. Everything's placed. So we just need to put stuff now into the roof that we need to put into the roof. What do you want to use the roof for? Weapons? No, because we've got weapon slots. So building, because the tools take up a lot of space, and we can organise in 500 slots all the building a lot easier up there. And that way then we've got these boxes here that we can cut open and turn into nails or use them for normal storage. So put them inside the shed. Sorry out to the stream. It's going to be a little bit boring to start with while we organise the base, but it has to be done. Just by empty, I mean base building kits out of it, not. tent is full. Got all the base building stuff in. I can start bringing these up and dropping these at the back. And we can then have more space up here for stuff. Should be able to sort this lot out better. We can turn one of them into clothing or something. Yeah. So I'm holding down Alt when I place them and turning my head to an angle. So I'm holding down ALT on the keyboard. Okay. Oh, I've got to add you to the territory. Have you added yourself to the territory yet? We cut down the flag. Oh, okay. In which case it should work. Okay, the fact that it isn't is just... No, that's in case you want to add another member. Because it doesn't understand that we've only got 2 members in the team. It doesn't... It's a separate mod. That can go there. At least that sort of sorts it. For now. Right. Let's get some sticks in here and start burning some rubbish. Because we can go through the boxes and withdraw out the boxes what we don't need. Yeah. Like all the rotten food we can get rid of now, and the tins that we're never going to use, and certain tools. We might as well make use of the time that we've got to get. Yeah. Yeah, a couple of pieces of firewood, something to as tinder, and we've got matches here somewhere. I'll keep the flare for when it's... We've got matches in one of the boxes, but keep the flare for when it's raining and you need to light a fire. Because flares don't get damp. Let's start. Anything rotten, any old tins, first aid kit that we're not going to use. Basically, let's extract out and start to... And weapon bits that we're never going to use. Field shovel we're never going to use. Yeah. Shotgun ammo. Yes. We're never going to run with it. It's no use to us. The 9x19 mags are going. Because there's better things for us to be using. Yeah. I'd love it. Cookie and I'd find that highly amusing, wouldn't we? Just going to burn this ammo, mate. Do you want to stand and watch the fire? Boom, I'm dead. Oh, yeah, there is that. Yeah, you know what we're like. We shouldn't be trusted with shit like that. Okay. Right, we don't need all those stacks of bones, because that's 10 dogs now. We've just one stack of bones is enough, I think. Chicken feathers we don't need. You brought home a vicar. I hope he's outside, because he'll be screaming soon. That's that done. Right, I need to dump off some of the gear that I've got on me. I'll probably organise this at a later date, but I might actually go back. I'll probably organise off stream, but I might go back the other way and have the tent as ammo and magazines, and put storage back and put the tools back in the bins, if that makes sense. Just because we can fit a lot more in. Down to Green Mountain. It's going to have some, but it's going to have a lot of friends for us as well. But we've got to do it at some point. Yeah. Let's purify some rags. Oh, I'm purifying too quickly. Good. I had God mode on, it's turned off again. This is why I do so much on stream, guys, because obviously I own the server as well. And I'd rather everyone knew that when I play, I'm honest with it. The only time I'm in God mode is either for fixing tickets, or like we did with Move the Flag, or when I'm running an event, or building stuff on the server. And then I spawn in a crate, put all my clothing inside, commit suicide, go and do what I've got to do, commit suicide, come back to base, get dressed, and despawn the crate that we used, or the barrel. If we were a massive 100 slot server with 100 people playing all the time, then I wouldn't play the server, because I'd be busy all the time answering tickets, probably. If we've got any friendly food, need something to eat. Mushroom will do. I have on me a compass, Sorry, I have a map on me. I need to find a pen. Go, then I can mark the map. That's sorted. I need 2 of those so we can get water from streams if we need to. That's sorted. Somewhere you had one of those belt bag things, didn't you, that you brought back, the little green thing. There it is. Then I can put my water bottle on that. That done. That's good. That in, that in, that in. That needs to come to here. That needs to go there. Now I need to get the mag off that, and we need to reload that mag. Do we have a box of 308 somewhere? We do. I can't remember where though. Don't know where I dumped it though in a moment of dumpiness. Nah, it's gone walkabout. I'll unload the spare mag I've got. It might have got burnt, it might have despawned, it might be under a box somewhere. Yeah. This is why probably the tent makes more sense for all this sort of shit, doesn't it? Right then, so we got to find your key. Need to find, here we go, Green Mountain. Do you want me to grab the key? Yeah. Bring a spare pair of boots or something with your trainers. Sorry, sneakers. They are lying around here. So grab a set. And I'll set a marker on Green Mountain for us. Yeah, there it is. It's red RV. It's the rear of the tent. Right, I've got no water on me, but I've got 2 purification tablets, half a bottle of yellow water, but that's fine. I've eaten. Okay, I'm not gonna use a purification tablet up on half a bottle. I'd rather go and fill up a stream nearby and use it on a full bottle, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Got a pristine knife. Are they? Well, I know the glass bottle was. I'm going to drink the whole of the glass bottle. Ned, you need half. Knowing that it might not be. Yeah, I'm fine. As you're on red water. We'll just watch Goblin first. Yeah. Right then, I'm good to go when you are, mate. No, I'm fine. I'm bringing a patty with me. Do it. Hopefully I can get a better rucksack. Nah, that's alright. We don't need everything out of here, but we'll need nails and code lock if it's got it, sharpening stone, boot repair kit, and any food really, don't we? Are they? No, okay. Nah, that's all right. I don't mind. It's not a problem. I value lurkers. So if people just want to tune in and not take part, that's a hellish crash. I'm ignoring it because otherwise we'll fill up with loot and not go to Green Mountain. And I've got a key on me, so yeah. On the way home I might feel differently because then I can throw things away and pick things up. But on the way there I never would, because otherwise you'll go there and be like, oh, I'm not picking that up because I picked that up from the heli. And we don't want to spend too much time on a point of interest because players might turn up. So GM is not a... Yeah, so I really value, so I've always been the same on Twitch when I used to stream there and Kick. If people want to come into chat and not talk, I never pressure them to talk. Because by pressuring them to talk, some people don't want to. And by putting that pressure on, they'll leave and never come back. So I never ever pressure people in chat to talk. I'll say hello, I'll talk to them, I'll say it's great to see you all here, but I'll leave it at that. Lurkers are valued. Because a lurker is a view. And it shows, and anyone looking to watch will go, oh look, there's 6 people watching that person, maybe I'll jump in and have a look. Yeah? And I probably gain more subs from people that, because I don't put the pressure on, than I do. It's different when you're like a massive stream that's got 300 people watching you. People all then all take part to be the person that gets seen. But when you're a small streamer, people will just come in because you're a place that they can watch without having to take part. So yeah, I'm a massive fan of lurkers. It's a really difficult conversation because I can have that conversation with you, but a lot of people, my friends, will be in chat going, drop a like and a comment. It's great to see you all here. And it's like, don't. Yeah. Oh, look, they're leaving. Oh, look. Yeah. Yeah. It's all right, though. Ooh. YouTube do it with videos, and we get like stuff sent out, we get questionnaires, we get training if you want to take it, but it's not catered towards gaming. It's catered towards making car videos or fishing videos or anything but gaming videos. Yeah, because there's no money to be made in gaming video adverts. Yeah. So on recipes, so food recipes and car is where you'll make the most money on YouTube per advert, whereas gaming is one of the lowest, because advertisers as a whole don't have products to sell to gamers. I have maybe a solution, but that I will look at once I hit 1,000 subs. I'll reach out to some of the equipment manufacturers of real-world military equipment and say, would you like to do a placement thing, maybe with a link, so if somebody buys from you, I get a commission on the sale. And I have, because I'm playing realistic games where I'm running around with realistic gear on, actually having an advert that said, if you'd like this Camelback rucksack for real, you can buy it from here, would sort of make sense. Yeah, that would make more sense for me. And then it's a win-win. And obviously I deal with UK manufacturers all the time. And I know the one that I would reach out to is a personal friend that owns a really big one just outside London that supplies a lot of the armed forces. And I'd say, would you like an advert running when I play DayZ? And I'd have to describe how the game works and what it's all about. But I think he probably would. Set some sort of deal up. Oh, heli crash we're coming up to, mate. This could be right where we are. Your shout. If we get anything, we have to run home. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a GoblinZ server then. There, Green Mountain is there. Okay. Right, my little icon's disappeared off the screen at the moment. It'll be hidden inside a. So the colours aren't very good in this navigation program. There it is, I think. Yeah. Ah, that's why you found nails. I'm hoping... Have I spoke to you about horses yet? Have I spoke to you about horses yet? Yeah. So, at the moment... An apple in your hand. Yeah, that's how you tame them. Yeah, so at the moment we don't have the horse mod on, we have the quad bike. And the reason we don't have the horse mod is included in the mod is a stable that is like 6 logs and 20 planks and 99 nails and gives you like 1,000 slots of storage. Which I don't want because that's OP. Yeah? So unless I can learn how to turn recipes off, we won't have the horse mod. But I'm hoping that next wipe I can learn how to turn recipes off, then we'll get rid of the stable recipe, and instead we'll get rid of the quad bikes and we'll have horses on the map. So that's your transport dealt with. Because the horse mod works with the dog mod. You have to feed your horse, you have to look after it can get killed. Yeah? And then people will have to then build something at the base to keep their horse in physically. Yeah? Also, next wipe, we won't be able to build inside houses anymore. We're going to that stockade building thing that I think I put a picture up on in the Discord. Yeah, and at that time I was thinking about it, but I've now seen a couple more videos on it, and it's got a starter shed included. That's like the size of double an outhouse. That you can make as your starter thing, and put one code lock on the door, a little bit of storage inside built in, and then you can then build your base around the outside. Yeah, but not as big as that. Yeah. But it would mean that we'll end up with bases that fit more into a survival world, because they'll look like that you're fortifying and making a, and it'll force people to live outside, which means they're less covert, arguably, and it will stop people covering up. Now, at the moment, I know the people that play the server won't cover up a loot chest position or a well. But if people came onto the server, well, we can't solve, but if people came onto the server that aren't in the Discord, and they built a base that covers up a loot chest, I'd have no way of knowing until someone reported it. So if we stop people building inside houses, that solves that problem. And if anything, it makes people a little bit safer, because they're no longer anywhere on the map. So they're going to have to choose to live in the woods. They're going to get through a lot more resources if they want a big base, because they're going to have to cut down a lot of trees rather than just block windows. And it means that people like me and you that like creative bases that look real can have some fun. We can build proper wooden stockade oblique castles, which would be awesome. And we might move away from hacking tablet and go to explosives. I haven't decided fully on that yet. Because the stockade allows us to have two tiers, a wood and metal tier. So going to breaching and homemade makes sense. Oh, I'm stuck on one of those little fences that you can't climb over. There we go. But that, yeah, that's the aim for Next Wipe. I spoke to Restless about it. We've been discussing it through. And there should be... what's that up there? Is that something important? Is that... That's... Yeah, that Ari's castle. Yeah? Let's just check this barn on the off chance there's a box of nails in it. No. Yep. Yeah. Oh, 100%. It's like if you're playing on vanilla where you don't add yourselves to flags, and someone's built a massive base in a castle, you live under their flag protection. Just hide yourself away. Just bury a couple of barrels or boxes that their flag is protecting for you. Let them do the work. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm hoping I can turn off the recipe and we can have horse mod in the future, because it would fit better into a survival server. dogs running wild, horses running wild, that you tame the horses, you tame the dogs. And a new problem for players because they'll have to feed the horse. And you'll need a source of apples to keep the horses fed. Or straw bales, so I think we can spawn straw bales on fields and people can walk straw bales home. Or hay. And feed the horse that. Which is like the size of a barrel. Really? So they would have, in those days, looking at having something like that, maybe. I know the one you mean, actually. Because expansion has it as a weapon. The run on. So guys, out to the stream, we're moving to Green Mountain because we've got a key for it. Chuckles has no idea what we're about to walk into. I do because I wrote the server. So I also rely on the fact that we might not make it home. Bimmy went in here on the first day of Wipe with a key, and he said he just made it out alive and didn't even bother looking for the crate. So you know, like you have military zombies easy, military zombies hard, military zombies very hard. This is only filled with military zombies very hard, and there's like 5 or 6 packs of them in here. So this is what's replaced Altar, where Altar used to have all the zombies and it was hard work to get in and out. Green Mountain's a full edit. It's a really nice edit, like really nice edit, but it's full of zombies, and it used to, and the edit's a trader edit. So the fact that we're not running a trader, there's loads of loot in there as well. It spawns normal loot in. Obviously, we're not running a trader on the map, but it's like the zombies have taken over where the trader used to be, and the crates are all over the place, and they're trader loot. So it's a mixture of everything that a trader might have. But this might be a little bit punchy. There's 4 of us on now. You, me, Gurmit and Lamb. Gurmit put some hours in. Good. Wrestler said he's met up with Gurmit a couple of times. And they've had conversations and not killed each other. Now, Wrestlers loves that. He's like, oh, it's interaction, it's brilliant. Whereas I'm more a killy person. Yeah. I see everything as an opportunity. So sometimes I will kill people on sight. Sometimes if I see that they don't have a weapon in their hand or it's on their back and they look like a freshie, I might rob them. Right, take all your clothes off, leave your trainers on because I'm kind. Leave everything in a pile. I'll decide what I need. Yeah. But it depends on the mood I'm in. I mean, this is not a roleplay server, though at the moment roleplay servers do very well. But I don't want to run a roleplay server because it just, people don't, not everybody wants to talk in game. Some people just want to play solo and don't want to be forced into having interactions. And it means that if you run a roleplay server, you then have to have rules. More rules. More rules. More rules, yeah? People need to write backstories and stick to them, and it all becomes a bit of a nightmare. Yeah? Oh, we're gonna have all winter again. Next wipe, but we're gonna go to the old winter, not the half and half. So the grass gone completely white, trees don't have leaves on them. You can see for miles with a scope, and we'll make it Namausk cold. We'll do one wipe where this is real winter, where people are having to stop every 20 minutes and light a fire to keep their buff up. Yeah? No, we were going to have a thing where we would switch every 4 weeks. We're not now. We're just going to stay with this is what we've got. We're staying with this. Yeah. So, yeah. So basically, we're going to we're not going to do the change it every 4 weeks. We're just going to go. This is what we've got for white and stick with it. And then I'm going to build. We're going to stay on Chernarus, as I said, but I'm going to build 3 versions of Chernarus. I'm going to build while I'm off over Christmas. I'm going to build the winter Chernarus. I'm going to build the half and half Chernarus, and I'm going to build the summer Chernarus. So they're all sat there. So when we switch between servers, rather than the server have to be offline for like a week, all I have to do is switch to the other one, wipe the characters, we're good to go. So with all the mods preloaded, everything's ready to go. And it'll all be the same mods for you guys for all of the servers, so you won't have to load something new. The only difference will be when you go on to the summer one, you're not going to be loading the winter one in, but you'll already have it installed. It will speed things up when we switch between the seasons. Nothing will really change on the servers apart from it either being, and then long term it will go sort of, if we think April would be summer through to about October, and then we'll go late fall, early winter till Christmas, and then from Christmas for 12 weeks we'll go to freezing cold, proper snow for a wipe. So you'll have 2 summer wipes, 1 late fall, early winter wipe, and 1 hardcore winter wipe a year. That's sort of my aim. Yeah. Yeah, you won't recognise any of this, which is all going to be weird. Not been in here yet on one of my wipes. This is a beautifully done trader location. There's a well in here as well. Yeah, I've been yellow for a while. And any food we get out the container we'll share. I also might next wipe, if I can get the stockade thing working, put in the drying racks mod, so you can dry food out and turn it into jerky. So you basically stick it over on these racks and add salt to it and leave it for 3 or 4 days and it turns into jerky. And then it preserves forever. Yeah. That was last night. Me shooting bushes yesterday because they might have a cookie inside them. I'm going in at the crouch now because I know how many zombies are in here. With a knife ready to go. So I don't have a silencer or a good pistol for them. Right, got my first fight with a Z. Second one coming on me. I'm cut. I've got 3 zombies on me. 4 maybe. I'm backing out while I'm bleeding. I've got 2 bleeds. Right, I'm bandaging. No, I'm not. I'm running. I'm going to go loud. It's gassed in here. I'm knocked out and bleeding. I'll be dead. Probably. I'm coming round, maybe. Come on, I need to come round before I bleed out. You're still alive. You're still. I'm dead. Yeah. Yeah, I'm respawning now. I did mention Green Mountain was a bitch. Yeah. And there's no real high spots to use for it. At some point, you just have to go, I'm going loud because you have no choice. And because of the amount of military in there, there's a good chance that they'll be gassing. Yeah. And then you've got another problem. But I like that. I like the fact that it's a bitch. It's a nightmare. It's hard work. I'm 4,000 meters from you. I'm at a summer camp as well. Summer camp and med center. Hello, nurse. Have a key on you. Keep me happy. No. I'd need to find altar to start with. I don't have altar marked on my map, and I don't know where I am well enough at the moment just to work out where altar is, if that makes sense. But if you can do a run to altar, do it, because you'll get a 2-2 pistol and 50, 60, 70 rounds of 2-2, which is massive because that helps you work through zombies left, right, and centre. Yeah. Well, let's do some drinking. I've lost my Scar H, which is annoying, but that's life. We're living close enough to Tissy that I can get another one. If you go to altar, of course, you'll get a map and a pen, so you better mark your map again. Yeah, Green Mountain's a complete bitch to get in and out of. I'm tempted that next wipe, Green Mountain might become where the base building supplies are, because it makes it difficult for players. Because it's not an easy... You can do it solo. It's probably easier on your own solo, where you can plan everything, if that makes sense. You can plan how to trigger everything. But you'd probably want to go in there with a lot of ammo and shoot your way in. It's all right then. It happens. Yeah. Makes good viewing. It gives John something to do, because John likes having a challenge of somewhere hard to get an out of. Hi Dave, how are you? I just mysteriously died to a zombie attack at Green Mountain, which strangely enough I'm making my way back to now, because I'm only 3.5 clicks from. So if I can get back to my body, and it's still there, there's no guarantee on my server it'll still be there. Then there is the potential to get my weapon back and the key and get in there. But it might not go according to plan. Whereas Chuckles, I think, is pushing altar, aren't you, Chuckles? Maybe, yeah. Well, it does snow on here. Yeah. We had that on the event last night. Snow started coming in. Ooh. Yeah, that's how he'll catch his death of cold. He'll get cut by all the trees and bushes. Yeah, poor zombie. Right, so I'm about 3Ks from GM, Green Mountain, mate. So it seems to make sense for me to push that direction. Because I would have dropped my weapon when I got killed by the Z, so my weapon might survive even if my body doesn't. Yeah. Because my weapon will be ground loot, so it's got longer to live for than the body has. So it's worth a try. Sneaky zombies, very much so, Dave. Bloody nightmare zombies. No consideration. Yeah, 2.3, 2.7 to GM. So on this server, I can't now press M for a map until I get a map, and I can't mark the map or take markings off until I get a pen. So pushing Alter would give me a pen and a map. It's fine. Or killing a priest would give me a map, but not a pen. So at least you can find your way around, but you can't delete your markers or put new ones up. But if I can get back to my body and it hasn't despawned, I had a pen and a map on it. So it's, for me, it's the sensible option. And sometimes I'm sensible. Yeah. And I'm streaming this morning because this afternoon I'm going to need to get everything ready for my training day tomorrow. Because I didn't do it last night. I was dealing with Miss... If you just email Sony... Yeah. Oh, dear. And then I've got an assessment, a teaching assessment on Tuesday night, Chuckles, that I have to pass so I can teach. Cool. What happened? Oh, yeah. It does happen. Yeah. It just doesn't happen all the time now. I've set the percentages quite low, so it's more random. I love it. I love the fact that this happens on this server, but not every time. Because when it does happen, it's more of a surprise. Because it used to be that people would go, oh, that's a zombie that will blow up, and they would deal with it at distance, or they knew it was going to happen. Now it's it is more random, so players now forget that it happens. So one of the things I have running on my server, Dave, and out to chat is certain things in the game are unstable, and they will blow up when they spawn in, if they spawn in a badly damaged or lower state. So I set flashbangs, some grenades and gas grenades to spawn in badly damaged, so they'll blow up as soon as they spawn in. And then I give them as a random chance on certain, low percentage random chance on certain zombies. So when you kill the zombie, there is a chance that it will blow up in either a flashbang, a normal grenade, or a gas grenade. It also, because I then set those 3 items to spawn in the world, as you run into a military camp, you'll get random explosions go off and sometimes pockets of gas everywhere. And my feelings are we're now 12 years, 13 years after the outbreak. So all the explosives would be really unstable. And it puts a bit of randomness into the map. So I do get accused sometimes by new players of admin abuse. They'll come into chat and they'll be like, there's an admin blowing things up behind me, that's admin abuse. And I'll be like, no, I'm the admin, it's the code. You can't do that in the code. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's certainly not admin abuse. But the first time I put it on, all my players were like, what the hell? I can see Green Mountain. Yeah. 300 meters of the location. Well, if I can get to my body and it hasn't despawned, I can turn that into rope. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, I'm leaving this town out because my dead body's more important if it's still there than this town is. Oh, it's a priest coming to have a chat. So there's my map. And another zombie. Which had on it a battery. And we can have a quick check of these apple trees. I need some food. All these fruit trees. But I'm not going to spend too much time searching. That's a rotten one. That's no use to me. I got one edible one, a dried one, dried apple. And now we'll push on for my body. If it's here, I'm going to try and do Green Mountain, because especially if the key's on it. If I can find my body and we've got a key, it's worth a go, isn't it? I'll just go into sneaky mode. Wait, yeah, I know where you died, just in front of me somewhere, I think. Or were you retreating? You were retreating because you... So unless I can hit... Yeah. Unless I can hear flies, my chance of finding the bodies are minimal. But I'll try, mate. And I'm sort of working on the... Out to chat, I'm sort of working on the fact that if I die, it's not a problem because I'm only a freshie anyway. So now I can press M and get the map, but I can't mark it or do anything because I don't have a kit. I don't have a pen on me. Yum, rotten apples and dried apples. It was the only food there was, mate. It certainly does the job. Not a lot though when you see that I'm still yellow and dropping. One apple does not fill you up in DayZ. Right, my body is other side of the road. up here. But I'm hopefully further enough back that the zombies won't be triggered on me. We shall see. I've not made this the easiest of areas to get into. Chuckle's idea, though. I'm going to stay with that. He said, that key we first got, should we go and visit it? Right. Body is somewhere in here if it hasn't despawned. Things are blowing up inside. Can't hear any flies. I think it's despawned. Yeah, both our bodies are gone, or if they are here, they've not had the fly thing kick in, mate. Just to pre-warn you. So I'm gonna leave and go back to the town that I was in and loot up there. I say that. We could have a little look at sorry, Green Mountain. What's that? All that loot floating. Pathfinding in here is working really badly, so zombies are running through things. I'm using that to my advantage there. If we lie down, they'll stop tracking me soon. You all right? Okay. Okay. I've got an AK, but I've got a whole pack of zombies the other side of a door waiting to see me. Oh, and they're gassing. Only if it's used in its conventional way. So if it drops onto if it drops onto an area, it'll take them out. If they gas themselves, it's not counted in the same way in the mechanics. Right. I'm still alive. I've got one round on the AK. Back we go. I hear a chicken. Got a VSS. You can hear a chicken. I think it's stuck in the wall. Above me. Yeah, it's stuck in the wall somewhere. Found one of the crates up here. No key for it though. Yep. Another crate. So out to stream, I'm working on the zombies that are all down the other end looking for me. Hopefully. Just taking a photo for chuckles of the toy shop in here with giant teddy bears in it. Do that as a print screen. Put it into our private chat. Lets me? No. Been doing that Windows thing where it's not letting me do what I want it to do. We need to get out of this. I need to go food hunting. I make it out. Need to make it out and get back to that town and search for more apples. So we can rip up clothes and flags with our hands on this server. And we need the rags. Throwing away. Throwing that away. Taking that with us. We now have to find food desperately. I'd even eat a rotten mushroom now. At least we know it's not worth coming to Green Mountain, mate. Until we're better prepared for it. And I got 2 guns out of it. I got a VSS and a AK-101. But I'm red food and losing energy quicker than a quick thing. Full water though. So that's a positive, I suppose. If anyone's watching this and interested in the server, there should be a link on the screen now. Why you'd be interested in trying to get in and out of Green Mountain with no food, I don't know. This town we need to find food in, or we'll be dead. We might even be dead without finding food in there, let's be honest. That's kind of him, wasn't it? So all the priests on my server carry maps because they want to show you the way. I'm not religious at all in real life. I just thought it would be quite a fitting way to have them carry maps. I say that. I quite enjoy talks with the Padre at work. He's alright, is the old Padre. He doesn't try and convert me, so he's fine. Now, let's hope to find some fruit. Even rotten fruit. Bloody game. Not even rotten fruit, Chuckles. That's what I mean. Yeah. I mean, on the way to Green Mountain, I had a dried apple out of it, so that's probably the only spawn it's going to give. And what I won't put on is that shaped trees for fruit, because people will just live in orchards, won't they? Oh, I found an apple. Keep me alive. So now we need some proper food. But we have a 60% nerf, or between 60 and 99% nerf of all items on the server. So food's on the 99% nerf, forcing you to live off the land. And when you occasionally find some food, it's a massive reward. Again, my feelings are that it's the end of the world. Food would have been used up years ago. And even zombies walking around with food inside them are rare. You've got a backpack. Want your backpack. And I want your better hat. Ruined. Okay, fine. Still, backpack's alright. Now I need another orchard. Enduro helmet will help me stop getting hit in the head by Zeds. Another orchard over there. I think it might be. Are we going to be saved by the orchard? Maybe not. Two pears. Rotten pear, rotten pear. Two real pears, though. Pair of pears. Let's eat them. Organisation of loot now. Back up to yellow food, mate. I see another orchard, but I'm going to stay clear a little bit to give it a chance to spawn stuff in. A wild goblin? Yeah. Oh, it's one of the special ones. Sorry, not sorry. I love the ruined map. It makes it feel so much more real. What you got? Okay. Another orchard, guys. Hopefully. We'll find enough apples to keep us alive. Until we can get rope and go fishing. Wasn't bad wildlife then. when you're like wildlife on my deck, I'm like, could be because you're out where you are, it could be a snake, it could be a bloody mountain lion, it could be anything. They wanted to make friends. Medical crate. They've got hundreds of meds in. They're massively OP for meds. They've got like one of everything for meds, nearly. Or one complete pack of everything. So they're really great when you've got a base to get one. Because you can stock yourself fully up at base with meds. Well, I've got 3 apples out of the second orchard that I left for a little bit of time for it to spawn. Morning, West. I can hear Chuckles is talking. Yes, he is. So, I've sort of got an idea, because Mark came up with a really good idea for the next event. I'm going to change it slightly. But the next event will probably be, this is not, I can't say when it will be, probably next weekend, but it's probably going to be the idea of me wearing a suit and being in a town. So my thoughts are, what I'll do is dress up like a policeman. I will have loot on me and be dressed as a copper. And I will give the town away. So it'll be something like, I'll say, Goblin's dressed as a policeman operating in Chernarus, but the zombies won't be affected by me. They'll ignore me, and I'll just be walking around the town checking cars and things. If I hear any shots, then I'm allowed to move to a different town. But if I don't hear a shots, then it's your jobs to get into the town and only shoot when you've got guaranteed a kill of the policeman, and then you'll get all the loot on the copper. And if I hear shots, I'll run off. And I think that's how I'm gonna do it, if that makes sense. And then what I would do is, if I ran to Electra, I'd then put a message on the chat saying there are reports that that policeman Goblin is now operating in Electra. And I think that's how I'm going to do the next event. So players will have to come into the town, find where there's a policeman walking amongst the zombies that's not walking like a zombie, and take a kill shot. And then you'll get pristine police uniform, a small rucksack, maybe a pristine MP5, maybe a police key on him. And then we can do another one in the future where maybe I'm a base building zombie. A base building goblin. And you'll get the construction key instead. But that'll be an interesting dynamic, because if lots of players push into the town and they take a shot at another player, I'm then gonna, if I hear the shot, I'm allowed to leave the town. But yeah, I think something along those lines, but I've got to work it out in my head how it'll work. Chuckles, I'm going to start walking in your direction, mate. Yeah. And I think the next event will be slightly earlier to allow UK, EU players a better chance of playing it, because the last two events will be done later to allow our American and Canadian players to have a chance. Can't hear Chuckles. Can you talk again for me, mate? No, it's on the wrong thing. It's now working again in Discord where it wasn't before. Can you try again now?
Yeah, I'm still here. Testing 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that'll come up now.
I am on the run.
Yeah, that should work now. So the bit that I had to cancel the other day because it wasn't working is now working. Or should be.
Okay.
We'll see. Can you talk to me, Chuckles?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cutting,
So it's not double. It's not
rags.
double chatting you. Thanks for letting me know, West. There he is.
Right on. Good shout.
I don't know these things unless I'm told. Right, actually, I'm just going to go, just step away from the keyboard for 30 seconds, guy, and just grab a drink.
Oh. Pump action shotgun that is pristine. Oh
I'm
my
back.
goodness.
I'd completely forgotten I'd saved a pint of pure orange juice for the morning. I was just like, I'm a little bit thirsty. I don't really feel like a coffee. And this is sat right here. That's nice.
Just found a pristine pump action shotgun. Good golly.
I do allow a few pristine items to come in because it's now a massive reward when you get something pristine rather than everything being pristine. And my thoughts are that there would be external agencies coming in to the map. The Russians are still bombing it, we know that. There's C-130 crashes now as an event, so that would be NATO coming in. So there would be pristine weapons and stuff being moved through, people dying, and that item still being pristine on the floor. As long as it's not every item. And the reason I'm only walking to Chuckles, guys, is I'm trying to preserve the limited calories I have. And thanks for being here, 18 viewers. Massively appreciated.
Hi. Last time I looked, there were 9.
Yeah. It was the same last weekend, mate, wasn't it? I said the best time, the only time I should be streaming now is weekend mornings. I do really, really well Saturday and Sunday mornings. Whereas if I stream through the week, 5 or 6 people will watch, maybe get up to 10 on a good stream. Though I don't, apart from like one-off when I've been raided, I have yet to break the 30 mark on a stream, apart from through raided raids. But we'll get there. It's all about long streams at the weekends, starting in mornings. That's where it is for me, I think. Where the algorithm seems to like me the most. And this all helps because this gets my averages through the roof. Back in the days when I was streaming on Twitch, I would have killed for 18 people on a regular basis watching me. Because Twitch, it cared about the averages, where YouTube only cares about people watching 3 minutes of your video. Because then it can push an advert to them. you still making your way tactically to altar, Chuckles?
Yeah.
I'm going to do the
Code
same
lock.
because obviously we've both got altar keys, so we can get double the loot out the place.
Yeah, found a code lock, but I have no means of carrying it.
That's all right. We've got plenty in base,
Or-
mate. It's nails that we need more than code locks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, will be 6, maybe 7 code locks in base. Just, we need 14 boxes of nails to make use of them.
If there is a plane laying in a field and it's smoking,
Yeah.
is that worth investigating?
That's more than likely a C-130 crash.
Oh my, okay.
Morning, Ryan. Ryan says, good morning, gentlemen. He's obviously mistaken that I'm a gentleman.
Yeah, I don't resemble that usually either.
Yeah.
Ryan, how about we just keep all that between us, okay?
Yeah.
Keep that on the down low.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Mr. Fox.
Oh, Mr. Fox could be food.
He's run off. I'm not going to chase him through the long grass. I'll use up more calories catching him than I will eating him.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'm white food at the moment.
An SV98. Now that is worth carrying. We had a couple of magazines for that back at the base, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
And all that, those crazy stinking drum mags full of the ammo.
Yeah, the box mags.
Yep. You remember that very first time you and I ran together and I had to ruin somebody's day with the little IJ I was carrying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Oh, it must have been nearly a year ago since, probably over a year since we dragged you kicking and streaming into the Cookie and Goblin collective.
It's a collective now, is it?
Yeah. we're like the Borg. Yeah, we're just a very slow version of the Borg. Do I need food? No, I don't.
Ruin that. Oh, what was that? A universal flashlight.
You found a better way in than Mark did. Mark came onto the very first server I ever ran was Livonia. It was a 60 slot server and nobody played it because I didn't understand how server worked, and I made them all as battle servers, so they're full of loads of loot and guns and every mod pack going and helicopters, thinking that people were bound to join me, not thinking there's 15,000 other servers identical out there. And Mark was playing on the server and his helicopter despawned, or he crashed it, or something happened, and he reached out to me. And I said, yeah, and I met him in game and gave him another helicopter and sorted him out. And he was like, we started chatting, and he said he worked as a server administrator, and I went, really? I've got something you can help me with. Yeah, and that's how Mark became a friend. Cookie I used to work with. Chuckles, I think you were watching me on stream, weren't you, before we conned you into joining us?
I happened to tune in the day that you and the doctor soft-sided a base.
Okay.
You found your way in through the roof like Santa Claus?
Oh, was that on Livonia?
I don't know which map it was anymore.
Okay.
I don't remember. I know exactly which building it is. And you found that you could jump out through a glass window that they had not boarded up.
Yeah, that was Livonia. That was what we called the shop.
Yeah. And
Because every day there was more loot there for us.
How wise is it to record every bit of this and make sure the proof is there that, you know, no naughtiness occurs.
Yeah, you have to check these things in case you someone accuses you. And that was Aftermath we were playing then.
Ow! Hey, man, stop ruining my clothes.
Back when Aftermath was busy but not impossible to get onto.
Yep, and that was the next thing. I was like, oh, I've never played this server. Let's give it a whirl. So just like, was it Kermit? I was sneaking on as solo.
Yeah.
On the servers. Bother. Now my blood level's low.
I'm yellow blood at the moment.
He gave me 2 rounds of ammo for that rifle I found. Nice.
I hear gas going in somewhere.
Excuse me. Sorry.
That's all right. Don't do it again. So guys, I'm just searching this town for anything useful. Just to keep me alive, to get to Chuckles, get to Altar, get the loot out of there. And then Gurmit was watching streams, and I reached out and said, and he said something like, I could help you on that map or something like that. And I invited him in. But we're not, the problem is, I'm not in a position anymore where I can give a lot of time to a server. So it's hard to play one of the big PvP servers that have wipes every 4 weeks. Because I might get on 4 times in that time scale. So it's better for me to be playing something like this, where it's long wipes.
Yeah, I was too slow bandaging. Now I'm in the fainting stage.
Do you think next wipe, Chuckles, we should have the mod that allows bandaging when you're running?
Oh.
It's realistic. I can't get my head around whether we would or not. It makes sense from a realistic point of view, because you can bandage when you're moving.
I mean, using an injector is not that big a deal while you're still moving. Oh shoot! No wonder I'm it's like, why I kept thinking the not vampires, the infected were cutting me. I've been running back and forth across barbed wire.
That would be silly on my server. That would not be a clever move.
No, not clever at all. No.
So one of the things I have on my servers is barbed wire cuts you. Because it would in real life. I can't understand why it doesn't in DAYZ. So, barbed wire is a danger on a Goblin server. Again, first time I put it in, players were like, I keep getting cut randomly. Why? What are you doing? Oh, I'm here. What did you do there? I stood on that barbed wire. Well, that was stupid, wasn't it?
I stood on it.
Yeah, yeah, but you can climb on barbed wire to climb into buildings. Well, you can on vanilla. Yes, you're right. Yeah, but so I can on your server. No, no, no. Barbed wire is barbed wire. Oh,
Yep.
well, why would you do that? Because it's realistic. Yeah,
You're a vile evil goblin.
I am, but I'm a good goblin with it. Where am I? We came out of there. We're over there somewhere, so we're about there. Altar is up there. So when you swing that way for altar and forget walking towards Chuckles. We need to start pushing for altar because we have a key. We have a little bit of food now. And they've got a shoulder bag in there, and another map, and a pen, and a tin attack back, and a boot repair kit, and a 2.2 pistol, 2 mags, and a box of ammo. And a canteen of water. All items I need to survive. Arguably, probably maybe a sewing kit, if I remember rightly. We don't need to blueprint out the containers, so you know, Chuckles. Nope. There's no point.
Right.
We've got to. No one's yet built an ISO container. They're all building rag houses. Ryan, you guys going to check your base from last night? You guys just going to check your base from last night. I've deleted the loot out the base now. I allowed people to... There is still some weapons left in the base from last night from the event. But the actual barrels full of loot are all gone. Because people hadn't been back there overly taking anything. And it would have mucked up the economy. I left them on there overnight. Give people a chance. But nobody... And I wouldn't go in there if that makes sense. I know what was in there. Chuckles wasn't playing the event last night, so if he went in, it would be fine. But for me, I'm an admin. It's my server. If I run an event somewhere, I really shouldn't run in there and then pick up the loot afterwards and go, oh, look, I found this lovely loot. I would feel that was admin abuse. But that doesn't mean players that watch the video can't. It's different for you guys. But from my perspective, you know, when I place things in, you know, I could just spawn items in off stream and have a base full of all the latest gear. But it would be wrong. Chuckles would be happy. He could come home to pristine everything. Yeah. Like, where did you get all this from? Don't ask. Yeah. But I've seen so many servers where admins do abuse the situation and the server just ends up dying and the person gets a bad rep. So it's a constant fight for me as a streamer, trying to prove that I'm not abusing my position. And as I've said, if we ever get a really popular server with lots of players on, I then can't play it anymore. With a small community, it's fine, or I have to define new rules. I have to become like restless. I won't ever have a base. I can play it, but I have to just survive off what I'm carrying, or I can't raid people, or you know, or like on F35, the admins there weren't allowed to raid people, or they had an admin base, and all the loot they collected was used in giveaways for events. So they could still play the server, but the loot, apart from what they needed to live off when they were playing the server, had to all be given away as prizes. And that's why you see often the big servers that are maybe a different brand, but maybe part of the same group. The admins that look after server A will play on server B, and vice versa. but it ain't easy. Right, Ultra is a little bit up that way. We go via the mountain camp, whatever it's called. Ryan, I had dinner after the event and spawned back in and made my way back, winning. Yes! I bet you got some good loot out of it, Ryan. It was really fun watching where you were, and then you chose your moment to push down to try and get the loot or try and take part. Obviously, it didn't end well for you initially. Shots?
One shot?
Yeah.
Me.
Okay. You're 2,600 meters away. I suppose that's about right.
I am triple carrying, and I had no choice.
That's all right.
Need to get my bearing though. I've got to turn around trying to.
Yeah, so the next event will be Policeman Goblin with a police key. Then we'll do Medical Goblin with a medical key. And then we'll do like Construction Goblin with a construction key. So that's the next 3 events. And I think that probably makes more sense. A bit more inclusive for everybody without the loot being OP. And you'll win whatever I'm carrying, which will all be pristine. Plus a key to a crate. So even after killing me, you still have to go off and do a crate. And I think that probably makes more sense for a survival server, rather than what we did last night, which was I had a massive amount of loot in there. And also that means if only one player wants to do the event, it still works. And if you're a player that doesn't naturally take part in events because you fear the geared players, if we do the when you hear a shot, Goblin can move, so you have to make sure the only time you shoot is to shoot Goblin, then actually even players that aren't overly geared might be able to take part because they've got a chance of making that killing shot. Good morning to all 22 of you that are here. Thanks for being here, guys. Massively appreciated. I'm making my way slowly towards Altar because I have a key for a crate in there. And I need to gear up. After we were murdered cruelly by the zombies at Green Mountain. Hello, Mr. Fox. In real life fact, when I was little, when Dad was alive, I grew up in a shooting world, and Dad used to be able to make the same sound of a fox on the back of his hand. And that sound would bring a fox across fields to come and investigate. And then Mr. Fox would mysteriously die to lead poisoning. And if you're anti-hunting, shooting and fishing, well, you're allowed to be, but I'm pro. Ryan, it's definitely a fun way to promote a little PvP. Yes, and that's not a bad thing. Having a little PvP on the map occasionally, having something where you can win something, having players take part. I won't be able to do it every weekend. At the end of the month, I'm away for the weekend, and I'm going away early Friday afternoon. I won't be back till late Sunday. I won't feel like gaming that weekend at all. Tomorrow I'm away all day. But certainly next weekend we'll do something. But I'll probably start an hour earlier to allow our UK people that can't play past 10 o'clock at night to actually have a chance. That's my difficulty, being a solo admin. Other servers will have maybe like a US admin and UK admins, so they can run the same event twice to cover both marketplaces. Whereas I'm solo. I don't really want to be up till 3 in the morning, just to run an event. So it's trying to get the timings right. We've run a couple that are friendly towards US, so now we need a couple that are friendly towards UK. We don't need a tyre repair kit, do we?
No. The only thing it's useful for us at the moment would be to repair
the ATV, the quad bike wheels.
I was thinking the chemical suits.
Oh, does that repair them as well, does it?
Yeah.
I didn't know
they're
that.
in great shape.
They are if you get them out of a crate.
Yeah.
One of the keys that was in the loot last night was the end game key. So if somebody picked that up, and I don't know if they did or not, that means that now, once they get a full NBC suit, they can jump all of endgame and just go straight to the end. But I put so much loot in there that they'd have to have found that single key hidden amongst the loot. Which is why it's now been deleted. Oh, I don't know what was deleted, I just deleted the barrels, so I didn't check inside to see what was inside them. But none of the barrels have been taken. I would have thought 92 would have come back and helped himself to barrels.
No. Bimmy. Bimmy's like motto is, if it's a barrel, it's for me.
Same with Monkey.
I don't care.
Monkey, I think, has got 18 barrels or something at the moment that he's built stashes in. All around the map. And now he's got to work out where he's going to live and then try and get all the barrels home.
He's been doing laps then, huh? Oh, that's funny. Okay. There's a highway between us. You're working your way through one set of woods, and I'm working my way up the other set of woods.
We're both heading in the same direction.
Yep.
Ryan, I thought about it, but I figured I'd leave it for Bimmy. Ah. But next event, now Mark's idea for events are brilliant for this server. And that's probably how we'll do them from now on, is Goblin will be dressed as, and we'll do, as soon as he hears any shots in a town, he'll move on to the next town. West, I found a barrel yesterday with a code lock and some tools in it out in the wild. That's likely to be a monkey barrel. So I hope you liberated it.
Take what you need.
Like all of it and the barrel. or even worse, turn it into a fire and burn it all in front of him. Yeah. Oh. Only light it when he starts running towards the barrel. Yeah.
You guys are cool.
Make him watch his code lock and tools burn. I may have left with some keys. Yeah. Excellent. I'm glad, Ryan. I hear you, Mr. Deer, but I'm not interested in you.
Yeah.
I can't carry the meat, and I'm on a quest to get in and out of Alta, and with two of us here, I've got 2 guns on me, both 1 round in each. There's a chance that we might get everything. All I'm going to do is go straight for the green box and the medical tent, nothing else, mate.
Okay.
In there, extract, get everything I need out, and get out of there, because obviously it attracts players. If you need an AK, it might be worth you coming back with a mag on it via the radio station.
I've got a 101 on me.
Okay. As I said, I can't really, because I ran an event there, so I know what's lying on the floor when I deleted everything else.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
So I
Are you
can
going
in
to?
24 hours time go in there, but I couldn't really do it now.
You just passed across my bow, my friend.
Did I? Hello, Mr. Deer.
I don't see the towers yet. That's what's throwing me off. I might be going too far left. Oh, I see the tower now. Okay, making towards it.
You must be really close to me.
Yeah, I just walked right behind you.
Ah, there you are.
I'm over here by Rudolph. I just chased him off.
Yeah. Oh, it is a white one as
Do you
well,
need
isn't
some?
it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
it
seeing
is.
in black and white.
It is a white one. It is the proper Rudolph.
I'm running in a ruined coat. They cut me to ribbons.
Do you need some bandages?
No, I have bandages. I need blood. It's saline.
Can I use a sledge to get stones to add to my hammer to make sharpening stones? You need the big stone. So if it makes a small stone, the answer's no. If it makes a big stone that you then normally break down into smaller stones, the answer's yes. And I'm not sure. I think so. Because sharpening stones are a bitch to get on here. Nova or the sawmills is your best chance, or a hammer. And if you're going to use a hammer and you've got two hammers, use your worst damaged hammer because it will completely ruin the hammer. Turn it into a sharpening stone. And the sharpening stone is not going to be full. But don't use up a pristine hammer because you might want to change, because you need that for the ISO container recipe if you're going to use the containers as a base. I'd have to test it, Ryan, to know 100%. And as with everything, you never, you build a server, you don't test every possible combination of items. You're like, this worked before, does a bit of it work now? Yeah. It doesn't look like I've got any conflict. Right, on to the next mod. Does this work? Yeah, on to the next mod. Otherwise, I'd still be testing things now, and we wouldn't have a live server yet. Castle wall should be appearing once we come out this wood line.
Yeah, I can see the tower. Switch to other rifle. Right. If I think I'm going to run straight into that little guard shack by the gate.
Okay. There's not the zombies there used to be in there. There's only one pack of zombies now in the middle, mate.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
I've changed it to make it easier for freshies so we don't lose people from the server. Because last wipe, people were joining, running to altar, getting killed, and then leaving the server to never come back. So I made this on purpose a lot easier, which is why Green Mountain's become so hard. Because this has become what Green Mountain was, if that made sense. Or Green Mountain's become what this was.
Yes.
I just need to change what loot you get out of Green Mountain. I'm going to swap around, not this wipe, I can't, it's not fair. But next wipe, Nova and Green Mountain will switch. Nova will become general loot, and Green Mountain will become the other place you can get base building supplies from. Because it's a hard fight to get in and get out of there. So it makes sense that being somewhere where base building supplies are. Building these castle walls, guys, out to the stream was a complete bitch to make sure we didn't block off the wire from the pylons, because I wanted it to feel real. So I had to keep moving things. Good luck, Chuckles.
One left.
Okay. I'm going to push right.
There are doors open.
Okay. Restart was a while ago, though.
Yeah, all the doors are open.
If I find any dead zombies, then I'll worry.
Right.
Or no zombies. There's zombies spawning, which is good. Watch the towers in case there's anybody up them with a sniper. If people do. Bastards. Yeah. At this end, not all the doors are open. Also, be careful of mines, because we've got friends that like to put mines inside these buildings. Nice little stab vest. Thank you very much. Silencer for a pistol. Again, thank you very much. First pet zombie coming to me. Second pet zombie coming to me. Third pet zombie coming to me. I'm going to open a box. Someone's dumped a load of loot on the floor that they didn't want.
Okay. Oh, ow. Come on, get in this cabin and I'm locking you in. Thank you. Alright, now I'm creeping in here.
Unlucky now.
So you said one of these had loot all by?
Ryan, yeah, the tripwire bandit is definitely around. I see a zombie maybe looking at me. Someone's opened up one of these boxes since the last restart. Zombie coming in on me now. Gonna have to stop cutting. Oh, he's on you. No, he's on me.
Okay.
I'm gonna carry on trying to get my way in. Somebody dropped a map here, so I'm going to take the other map as well, because having a spare map at home is not a bad thing.
Yeah. No wonder this ruins the keys. It takes so long. Rusted locks.
It takes twice as long at the end game boxes now. It takes so long at the end game boxes that you could only just do it if you need to make sure you've got enough filters. So you put a fresh filter on when you start opening the box. But that's for players to work out, or anyone watching this stream. Yeah.
Picked up one of the new pistols from the mod 45, and I got a couple rounds of that. said you found a suppressor?
Yeah.
Would you like the pistol?
No. At the moment.
Okay. All right. Crossbody bag. Throw the canteen on that. Let us put the Ruger there.
Loot, you stupid game.
Take the spark plug. Take the pen. We need that for our map. We're going to take a second map. You already had one. Definitely taking that leather kit. Taking the rope. Alright, I've looted mine. The only thing I'm leaving behind is the dog supplies.
Got all I want out of it.
In the blueprint.
I'm gonna try the medical tent and then fill up then drink my water bottle and fill up at the well before we leave.
Yeah.
Well's on me.
There's another well over here, actually. It's right across from us.
I've forgotten that I put a second well in.
All right.
Just gonna check medical tent.
Okay. I'm gonna grab poke my nose in a couple of these L shapes.
Yeah.
There's a rifle on the ground here.
Any good? Me over to, it's me that you can hear. I'm coming into your L shape. No, I'm not. I'm checking the rifles on the ground. What we got? Full triple carry with that one.
Is that a standard AK?
Yeah.
Here. There. There's a mag.
Okay, in which case... It's a 102. That's a standard AK. And a mag. I'll throw away the shotgun and take the AK. Thank you.
Oh, you have some shotgun ammo?
It's got one round in it.
Oh, it's a Saiga.
We've got a Sega mag here on the heli. I'll bring it to you.
Oh. I'm not taking it though.
4 rounds on a Sega mag. 4 rounds of ammo in it. I'm just going to delete the Green Mountain map marker I had.
Sounds good. And let's switch back to this rifle.
Okay, for some reason the map marker's not even appearing.
Got my...
Maybe because I died, I've lost my map markers, which would be perfect if that's happened.
Yep. Do you want to check any of the castle towers for anything?
No, I want to get out of here.
I agree.
Too many chances of other players coming in, and we don't know how armed they're going to be. And as much as I have a stab vest on, it ain't plate.
Nope.
I'm just going to check the petrol station before we leave on for a box of matches. No.
Okay.
Okay, get out of here.
Yep. Go, go, go.
Brake right. Or brake left will do.
Sorry, I was thinking about checking the gatehouse down at the end of the
I think what we
alter
do now is
property.
we make our way home.
Yeah.
Because dropping off our spares makes sense.
You're the tank now. You got the helmet and the vest.
It's only a stab vest. But you're gillied.
Just the head.
Yeah, if you lie down, if you find a hole to fall in. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, switching to my...
Are you going to check the radio station? I'm nodding my head.
Okay.
Just bottom floor only, and see if there's any weapons lying inside any of the rooms.
There is barbed wire in that shed.
Yeah, I've got no space for it, and we don't really need it.
What the blessed
That's me.
blistering wood crazy.
I wanted there to be cover on the way in, and not cover. I'll cover the door while you're clearing the building.
There's a Ruger, I don't want it. Oh, unless you want the 22 ammo for your Makarov.
No.
Okay.
Right, everything's despawned. That's good. We can leave.
A universal flashlight with
Yeah.
a battery, and it's pristine. Chucking the badly damaged one and grabbing that.
Yeah.
There we go. Switching back to...
This would make such a good base. So next wipe, this will be incorporated into... I'm going to build an event area. So Ultra will have a second bit to it that will be here. That will be under castle walls as well. So then whenever I'm...
Okay.
And you won't be able to get in there unless there's an event on. And have a door that only I can open, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And then I'll be able to
Another
build
AK.
stuff inside here for the event that people can't see what it is until they come in.
Yep.
And that way we can do the policeman events, but we can also do the pushing and position events.
Okay. Stubby Castle? No, that's more south of us, isn't it? Yeah, we need to go west and north.
Yeah, about 300-ish. Until we find something we know, and then, yeah, west-ish is sort of the direction we're going. I mean, we've got a fair amount of loot on us.
Yep. Shape is my backpack. Oh, badly.
Grady, so Ryan, that was his 2.2 rifle that he left behind.
The mighty Ruger. Mr. Finnegan, one of Mr. Finnegan's faves.
I hate the things. It's the reason I hate it is it's no good for zombies because it's too loud, and it's no good for players.
We have a 22 LR rifle in my house, but it is the old model. It doesn't have a magazine attachment.
So 2.2 short or 2.2 long? 2.2 long.
Long.
Yeah. Does it still shoot, or do you still
Yep.
shoot it? Excellent.
No, that is not mine. That is the
Ah.
missus.
Okay.
And the missus is a better marksman than I have ever been.
So
talk-
obviously I grew up in a shooting world, but Dad made a semi-automatic 2.2.
What the bloody blazes is the hot air balloon doing northwest of us? Right at northwest.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you have a hot air balloon on a server? Haven't you seen it before?
No,
Ah, okay.
I forgot to look up.
I imagine it's survivors that have escaped the map.
There you go.
So yeah, growing up, my dad had a 2.2 semi-automatic that he made himself. Did the rifling in the barrel, built the stock, machined all the parts. Back in the days when you were allowed to do stuff like that, yeah. And we used to take it rabbiting because you could you could shoot lots of rabbits on a hillside, and you could do it so quickly with a semi-automatic with a 20-round mag that they wouldn't know what had happened. And then we had a 222 for fox and small deer. We had a 270 for medium deer. And we had a 300 Winchester Magnum for red stags. And also Dad was on call out for... So if the police had a bull... So if a farmer had a bull that went rogue... And they would call in the police or the vet to shoot it. And the vets would call in Dad because he was a qualified, certified marksman for the police. But he wasn't in the police. It was civilians because the police aren't allowed to use in the UK police firearms to shoot animals. So they'll call in marksmen they have on the books, and Dad would go out and shoot the bull. So we had a 300 Winchester Magnum because when you shoot a bull, you want to make sure it doesn't get back up. And then we had 2 shotguns. So yeah, it's the world I grew up in. Ryan, yeah, that was my 222. Yeah, getting closer to that balloon. They've got words on it now. Ryan's got a 270. We had a... Did I say a 270? We had a deer 270. With a... what scope was it? I can't remember now. Smith and Bender. Smith and Bender scope on it. I miss shooting. Obviously, I'm in a world now where I have access to guns. So, but... It's a different... But you can't really take them out and go shooting with them. Yeah.
If you zoom in your view on it now, you'll see it says not a cola.
Is it? Not a coat. Oh, that's awesome. I need to look through my scope. And there's a person inside the basket.
What?
Yeah. Do you want to have a look through my scope?
No, it's alright. I see the little... Yeah, I think I can see their head.
Yeah. I'm tempted to fly up there in God mode and have a look at it. Yeah, 270 is a good rifle. 270 is a really nice rifle. It's one of the caliber rounds that's been looked at by the British Army at the moment, the military equivalent, as a replacement to 5.56. When my mum, out to Ryan this is, and the chat, when my mum dies, she's late stage dementia, but when she goes and I can afford to buy a house, I will have the shotgun again. And a Springer Spaniel to go hunting with.
Would you like some honey?
No, I'll eat my tack back, mate. Because, hey, why ever not? But yeah, I'll certainly have a 12 gauge again. And I might have, and it's a very much a might, and this is going to seem very strange to anyone that's understands the UK shooting law, I might have an M4. And they're all like, what do you mean an M4? You can't have an M4, Ryan. Yeah, I'm lucky my business partner has his own range behind his house. Oh, that's amazing. So, in the UK, if I can have any weapon platform on a license and a reason to shoot. We have something called practical rifle and practical shotgun, which is a sport where you're shooting targets that will fall and swing around, so military type ranges. And as long as you use weapons that fire too long, you can have any platform you like. So Heckler Koch sell M4s over here that are in too long for people that do practical rifle. So I will probably have an M4 with an ATOG scope on doing practical rifle. And then I'll have a 12 gauge for rabbit, pheasant shooting. So I've got land that I can shoot on, friends that own land that said I can shoot their land whenever I want to. Going to do the farm down here, mate, on the way there, in case there's anything useful. It's a farm, nails.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Nails. Yes. We've only got what, 70 left?
Yeah, which doesn't get us, which gets us 2 wooden panels, basically, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we're now trying to build a compound wall. So I have a practical range not that far from me. For my birthday a few years ago, I took Lego, who very rarely we play with now in DayZ, very, very rarely. We went there and did an M4 shoot for the afternoon. Yeah, it was good.
The military town to the north of me has a family-owned shooting range chain. I think they have 3 locations.
Okay.
And went in there and asked, how much just to let me shoot a few rounds with a variety of the weapons here, not my own?
Yeah.
And they're like, what? No, you bring your own toys and you shoot those, and you pay us. And I'm like, but I want practice with all sorts of things.
So Ryan, the world I'm in now, the 2 worlds I'm in now, realistically, one world I work for the reserves and I have the SA-80 in 5.56, and then I'm an adult instructor in the cadet forces in the UK, so we have a semi-automatic version of the SA-80 that doesn't go fully auto for the kids to use. So again, I now have and will do some shooting occasionally, which is nice. And I agree, no kick on the M4 version, or hardly any kick. Lots of friends.
Yeah, you need to jump up on something there.
Nah, they're fine.
Okay, he's gonna come play with me.
I've killed 3 of them.
Come on in. Come on in. There's nothing in that room. You're all to yourself. Contemplate your navel. Nothing in this place.
Alright, let's get out of there.
Alright, gas station. Check that. Check some cars.
Be careful if someone's got a sniper and they hit the
Jeez,
you're dead.
Wicked man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so many things.
2.2 M4 is fun to shoot. The M4 and 5.56 almost no kick, but the 2.2 has none. Agreed. But yeah, so I'll certainly have a 2.2 long when I retire, buy a house, and I can have a gun cabinet. 2.2 long M4. Yeah, has to be done. And they're not stupid money over here. They're less than a graphics card.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that makes sense now. Thing. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
That was in the direction you went. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Car battery back here.
That was quite a I'm guessing that's gas, but I'm not sure. It might just be visual effects as part of that mod, or sound effects. Where are we? We're right next to the airfield.
Yep.
So I'm going to push up and into the, not right onto the airfield, but up to like the fence line and go round the fence line so we don't get lost.
Yeah.
That could also be a C-130 crashing, I suppose.
Ooh.
I don't know what the sound effect is for a C-130 crash on here. But we're not that far from home, from the corner of the airfield. I also fired on not my birthday, but I went back to the range. There are mushrooms here, mate, so you're aware. So someone has been operating potentially in the area, which will be lamb or gurmit.
Yep. Grab the dried ones.
Yeah, I'm picking the dried ones up if I find them.
I got some dried pears when we...
Right, I'm on the wall and the fence line.
Yep.
Moving around inside the fence line, but I'm staying next to the concrete fence.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I also fired the Barrett Light 50 at the range with proper ammo. So we could do that at the range, but the rounds were £10. So what's that? About $15 a round to fire it. Plus I had to pay 70 UK pounds, so about $100 to do the shoot. But a chance to shoot a Barrett Light 50, it was worth every penny. So we do have, so we can fire. So as a civilian shooter in the UK, you can have an M4, but you can't have it in semi-automatic or fully automatic. It has to be full. It has to be cocked for every shot. So they do variants of M4s for UK market that you have to just charge them every time that you shoot. I have no fun in that. I'd rather go to the 2.2 long version, which is semi-auto. There has to be some enjoyment in the shoot. With there. Yeah. I'm going to push down. We're coming on this angle. It might be worth having a look at the industrial without pushing.
You just read my mind. Yep.
Yeah. If we die, we're only losing what we got out of Alta, let's be honest.
Yep.
But I don't want to spend too long, if that makes sense.
I know. But even a single box of nails would make it all worth it.
There'll be a lot of Zeds around, remember.
Okay. Yeah, we're both triple down, so.
I'm not.
Not now. It's a better backpack for you if it survives.
I don't know, how many slots is it? It's 36, mine's 25, you're right.
Come here, Sergeant. Climb over here and play with me. There is a nice rifle sitting on the ground next to this Humvee that I want to investigate. You appear to need to trim your hair. There you go, nice shave.
Box of nails, got one.
Oh.
You have a couple of M4s. One I bought the parts and put together. So much fun to shoot knowing I assembled it. That's amazing. Obviously, in the UK, things are different. I get that. But as much as people think our firearm laws are awful, we're used to them. I suppose that's the easiest way of putting it. And they're not as bad when you're used to them. And we do have more freedom than people think we do. But you just have to be licensed over here for everything you do, basically. And have a reason to shoot is probably the big one. And that reason can't be because I want to. You either have to have land you shoot on or have a range to shoot at. The difference is with air rifles, anyone can own an air rifle over the age of 17. And on someone else's license, I think we can shoot from the age of 5. It's the same with alcohol. Yeah, we're very, obviously our legal drinking age is 18, but you can drink at home under parent supervision legally at 5 in the UK. Don't know why, but you can. They've never changed the law. And you can drink in a public house with somebody over the age of 18, as long as you're eating food with it. You can have half a cider or a pint of cider or beer with a meal at 15. There's a dry bag here on me, mate, but it's orange if you need it. Remember, you can carry it with your shoulder bag at the same time.
Yeah, I have a combat backpack.
Okay, you don't need it.
I don't know which has more slots.
No, stay with what
What's
you've
that?
got. Yours is camouflage. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing's bright.
Right, I'm not... I'm sort of, yeah, I'm not going to hit tents and things. I've got a box of nails on me now, so...
Right.
I'm...
I will go through. Nope. Yep. There are Zeds in here.
Doors are open everywhere.
Yep.
Someone's been through. Drunk British babies running around. Yeah, you don't get that many people drinking at 5, but yeah, we're very strange. We have the whole... You can't own a firearm because they're dangerous, but you can drink. Yeah.
Shout, another one behind you.
It's like my argument about why we have so many teenage pregnancies in the UK. You can have sex at 16, but you can't watch sex, like adult films, until you're 18. So that'll be all those people having sex with their eyes closed. That's why we get so many pregnancies. Yeah.
Yellow protective case.
Talking of pregnancies, no, we need more protection. Yeah, bring it home. It'll get a flag on it and we can keep things on it on the floor. I can fit it in.
Okay, you got it? Alright, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna take the... Oh, did you take the knuckles?
Oh,
Good
you
deal.
needed them. Did you need them?
Nope, nope, no. I still got my knife. I'm good.
Yeah, I'll carry them because they're worth having.
You've been using your knife a lot, so you probably need those more than me.
Yeah, as Ryan said, yeah, we can't drink till we're 21, but we can buy a rifle at 18. Yeah, exactly. Law is very strange in every country, how they look at things.
We used to have, used to be legal to have 3-2 beer for teenagers.
Okay.
That went away before you and I were old enough.
See, it used to be in the UK that you weren't an adult till you were 21. You couldn't
just found a
vote till you were...
magazine for that rifle we're building.
Okay. Yeah, bring that home then. So you couldn't do anything till you were 21. And then they brought it down to 18. But they're about to lower the voting age to 16. I have mixed feelings on it. But we allow people to work at 16, to pay tax at 16, to join the armed forces at 16. Actually, why shouldn't we allow them to vote? You know, if you're asking somebody to actually go to war for your country, why would you not allow them to vote? And it might make politicians start to think about a different demographic rather than just older voters all the time.
Pick an opponent, stick with them. That's not fair. Guys, Goblin's taking all my affected.
They didn't have anything on them though.
I know.
Let's get out of here.
Right. Yeah.
That building's great for building bases in, not so good for anything else.
I agree. There is a shed over here. Yep, I remembered correctly. Yay. Oh my goodness, what we got here? We got them. But no,
I've got a pet zombie.
Not building materials, my friends. Why are you being so stingy?
I'm just bandaging. I agree with that. I went to combat for over a year and came home and still couldn't buy a beer. Yeah. I think if you allow people to fight for their country, you should allow them to vote and drink. If you're expecting them to, yeah, yeah. That's me. Yeah.
No big crash plane.
Keep off. Don't skyline up here, mate. We're easily shot.
Oh, I was trying to use the trees. But you're absolutely right.
I'm not gonna do the tents because it attracts players there.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's a lot of zombies in there, and we need to get home now. The gear that we've got, I think, more than we need to pick up more gear. I mean, when we flew over to Canada on exercise in '91, you refuel on a US Air Force base up in the north of the US on East Coast. Don't ask me where. But as we were coming into land, our air brakes failed on the plane, so we technically crashed on the airfield. We didn't. We just ran along the runway till we ran out. So we were stuck up there for 2 weeks while we were waiting for spare parts to be flown in. And they issued us with a credit card because at the time, UK camps, food was included. You just had food, where the US was still on the method it is where you pay for your food. The UK now you pay for your food. So we needed this corporate credit card so all the guys could eat, and then we found that the camp sold beer in the cookhouse or whatever you call it, the mess hall, but none of us that were over 20, everyone under 21 couldn't drink, and it's like, but back home we can. Very strange. Not that it made any difference, because we were all like, yeah, I'm over 21, where's your ID? I'm a Brit, we don't carry it. Okay. They'll serve us a beer. Yeah.
Bet you had a dapper mustache when you were that age.
I did when I was operational, because we weren't allowed to grow facial hair in those days unless you were operational or asked permission. And when I did my tour, I then grew a moustache. You're going to have gas inside you, aren't you, Mr. Zombie? I just know it. No, not today. You had a flag for me, though. Hello, you brought your friend over for a chat. And Chuckle's got a friend as well. No, it's another friend for me. And I've got another friend, and I'm cut. Alright, I'm going to bandage. Where are you?
What?
You're up there. Okay.
In the tennies are still good?
Sorry?
Your shoes are still good?
Yeah. That you running?
Yep.
Okay. I just heard footsteps and I was like, fuck, game on. Be careful up there. People always mine that area, mate.
Yep. bunch of these SU-98s.
I'm not going to do the main building.
Nope. Let's move on.
I'm going to have a little look at the barracks up here, though. But be careful. Because it's open for abuse. But I'm quite geared now for me.
Yep.
Stop groaning, Goblin.
I will go check.
Doors are open up here. Doors are open.
Okay. Yeah, everything. All the utility garages are open.
Not everything's open up here. But that could mean there's mines left around. Yeah. If I've been through here, there'll be mines. Got a bandage.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Pushing the L shape. Stop groaning, Goblin. You're not really ill. You've been to Namausk. This is not ill. Got a 5.56 mag.
Nothing wonderful up here. Leapfrogging past you to the next shed.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a dog mask. Okay.
I'm pushing on to
What
the
is
next
that?
barracks. Doors are open on your side.
Yep.
And my side. But only the front door, not the rest. My one all. Radio, don't want that. Mask, don't need that. Take a C-Mag.
Some combat gloves. You need gloves.
Yeah, I've got blue medical on.
Come grab these.
I'll be there in a second.
Okay.
I'm just checking the other barracks.
A grenade that has not gone off. I'm gonna bring that home.
Yeah.
Let's
Good adult. I've got Pet Zombie following us. I'll deal with him.
okay. Down here for me.
You got a zombie coming on you.
Yep. He's an officer.
Careful, gas.
Oh, cut me.
Gassed.
Fuck.
He's gassed you. He's gassed you. Run, Chuckles, run.
Alright, stopping the bandage now that I'm clear.
Yeah, my gas zombies are a bitch when they do appear.
Alright, I only got one more cut left. Well, I'm good.
You need some bandages.
No, I'm just going to combine my two partial stacks.
Okay.
Thank you for asking. Alright. Let's just hope that the, wonder if that works. Let me just see. No, okay. Iodine does not want to disinfect anything. Okay.
I do know. Follow me. So I'm pretty good on
thinking
this.
about the rail yard.
Nah, I'm thinking get this stuff home. We're full of loot, and I've got a box of nails.
Okay.
Let's get this home, and we'll probably then need to do some base organisation because we're going to move the weapons, the ammo and mags into the tent, and the tools into the boxes again.
Okay.
Because that makes sense. Because we've got, and then we can lay our ammo out and know where we are, and we can put the mags and the weapon parts in there. There's 500 slots to play with. Yeah.
Yep. What works for you? Yep.
Well, it works for both of us, I think, because it's at the moment. If we're after ammo, we're like, it's not in order, it's not in any... Yeah? We can't find mags easily, they're all over the place.
Oh, I did pick up a pen, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to leave one pen at... I'm going to leave... Well, I haven't got the map mark. I haven't got home marked at the moment because I died, so I've lost my map markings. Sometimes they don't disappear, sometimes they do. But I'm going to leave the pen and one map at home. So if we're going out to do something, I can mark the map. If I die, when I get home, I can unmark the map. And then I'll just... And then when I'm out...
Jeez.
That'll either be gas going in or a lot of explosions going off.
What? Oh, no.
We aren't there, so we need to swing. We need to go southwest. 240 about.
There it is. Now I see it. Okay. 3.5 km from home.
Okay. I don't have any map marker up at the moment.
Yep.
I'm alright with that.
First time I ever made it this far on vanilla on one of the first servers I played on
Yeah.
was the first time I saw a boar face to face in the game. I was like, what?
What are you doing here? Yeah. What? Where did you come from, Mr. Pig?
Yeah. And then I got nervous because I was like, okay, is this the kind that the Vikings made boar spears for? Is he gonna come for me?
It's a shame that they don't. It's a real great shame that they don't.
Yeah, mushroom.
Remember, I do have mushrooms just spawn in. I don't have them, but...
Oh, I just realized I'm following, I was right alongside a hiking trail.
Yeah.
We might have somebody that loves to use the hiking trails.
Yeah. And I want to get these nails home.
Yeah.
Because finding nails in the wild is amazing on this server. Without having to use a loot crate to get a box, it's really quite nice.
Probably stay in the forest.
Yeah, I work on the fact that you're more likely to miss people if we're in a forest. And if you do come under fire, you've got plenty of bushes to help deflect rounds.
Yeah.
I'm going to check this hunting hut in the middle of nowhere, or this hut in the middle of nowhere. Have a look through the scope before we go in there. Yeah, I think we are. Oh, got a ticket.
Oh. We good? Somebody's in trouble?
I might have to log. We'll see what the problem is.
Okay. Alright.
I'm just going to sit under a bush while I work out what the problem is.
I think we're going to have rain in game soon.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Not answering the ticket. Not answering me, answering them. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's about to rain. Drastically rain, isn't it? Getting home makes sense. Rear weight ammo in here, a knife in here. We're there. So about
I'm up here for the
240-ish for me. Okay, they're typing now. I'm hoping it's just this has happened, can you help? And I can just spawn the item on them. Because then I can go into a be right back screen and deal with it without leaving the server. I hope it's not a move to their location because it causes a problem.
Okay.
I found a dog kennel inside a train carriage and now I'm stuck in there.
Oh, that's different.
Right, guys, I'm just going to put myself into be right back while I deal with this issue. I don't have to move anywhere, Chuckles, so I'm just going to put myself into invisible while I'm working on it. New player on the server. New player on the server. Yeah. Yeah. Right, I'm back. Just going to put myself into live again.
I was about due north.
Thanks for waiting, guys. I was just dealing with a ticket.
I was checking this little industrial area along the tracks.
I'm still pushing for home. I advertised us a couple of times yesterday on a Facebook DAYZ survival server group. So you expect at the weekend maybe to pick up people. Oh, I've got another ticket. No, that's the old one dealt with, so I'll close it. And delete it. Dealt with. Right, I'm moving for home, mate.
Yep. all day. It's your house again. There you go. I let you back in.
But Dad, I need to go out to check whether I'm allowed to come in. Yeah. I heard a squirrel. There's no squirrels out there, but I heard one. Oh no, and it's not out here, is it? No, it's not. I need to come in case there's a squirrel inside. Yeah. Yeah. Dogs.
What is that? Oh, a new shotgun. Won't need that.
I prefer those tickets where I don't have to stop playing the game to solve them. They're easy to get, and that was a Gurmit had found a dog kennel inside a train, and he went to try and remove it and got stuck behind the kennel and couldn't get out the train. So all I had to do was click on his character, click on a bit of ground nearby, and double click and teleport him there.
There you go.
Yeah. Problem solved. But I do it in Be Right Back so other players can't see where he is. If somebody's watching our stream and also gaming, even though they're not meant to, but that doesn't mean they're not. Yeah, I have no way of controlling that.
Oh. Thank you, Gurmit, if you're listening, for letting me know that there was a train out there to find.
It was nowhere near where we've been operating.
I know, but that's the thing. You don't find one near you, you keep going.
I'm not a train fan. If I find them, I'll check it in case it's a military or base building one, but I won't go looking for them because so often they're just general loot. About the fucking rain.
When you're on a traditional server,
Yeah.
fresh spawn, you're somewhere along the coast, and you have the railway parallel with you,
Yeah.
with the road, it's worth it to know where the usual spawns are.
Yes.
Before you head inland, you might find yourself a nice dry bag, or...
The trains and the convoys are what keep you alive on a normal server.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a piece of rope is massive, allowing you to fish to survive. Same on here, but now we spawn next to medical centres. Most of them have a well. So if you can find the medical centre, you can get water, and then it's just food to worry about.
Yep, are you coming towards me?
Yeah. I found a full sewing kit on a zombie.
Oh,
it's like God tier on here, isn't it?
well, you might come home with clothes intact.
I wouldn't go that far. I'll save them for home to be used at home too.
I've been running around in a rain jacket so long I forgot what it feels like to not.
Yeah. That'd be a goblin server then.
Yes, it is. Jacket, no? I heard the...
Hello, Mr. Zombie. Let's have a talk about Saturday mornings on Chernarus. No keys on you? That's really unfair. I love how rare the keys are now. I love the fact that when you get a key, it's a major moment. They used to be too common.
Yeah.
No, it took Gurmit a week to find a saw. That's how I wanted it to be.
There are 2 wells right up this road if you want water before we go home.
Yeah, I'm yellow water now, so it makes sense to drink and then refill the water bottle.
Yep.
I'm full of loot.
Yeah, same.
Alter does that to you, though, doesn't it?
Yep. Oh, hello, hello. Oh, you found you first. There are several more on your side of the barn, so maybe steer.
Yeah. I've got a 2-2 pistol.
To the right. Man, I forgot I had that thing. I didn't hotkey it. Oh.
So we could go key hunting on the way home.
Forgot we.
Me.
Oh, that was cool. I saw that. Yep. Where is that thing in my bag? All the way down here. Oh my god, I had
Another pristine sewing kit.
Nice.
I can see the bonfire and the wells near the bonfire.
Yep.
OJ's still on. I understand this sort of server, people either come on and get it and enjoy it, or they leave quite quickly.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Rabbit. Oh, very angry rabbit. Now.
If he's that angry, I'll send him off to Watership Down. Then you'll know anger.
You want to know anger? You put the Vorpal Bunny mod on this server on April 1st.
Ah.
And don't tell anybody.
Quite like rabbit stew. Quite a fan of rabbit stew. In the real world. Haven't had it for years though. Did enjoy rabbit stew. Oh, there's apple trees or fruit trees here. Ooh.
Yeah. I'm not finding any car. Alright, you get that side of the road, I got this side of the road.
Oh, they're empty. Right, let's stay clear of the zombies around the fireplace because they'll have NBC kit on them I don't need.
Oh. Me?
Yep, you.
Yep. Switch to that. We're in a town. Be another player.
Coming up to the well now. On the well.
Okay. Oh, that's right. It's by that truck.
Yeah.
Alright. I like using this door as a little bit of cover. Oh, what am I doing? I got a canteen. God. Your teammate is not all here today.
Shots. Shots in town. Somebody just fired a silent shot in town. I would say if you're facing down, 60, between 60 and 75.
Okay. Do we want to investigate? Do we want to extract?
We've got nails on us. We extract.
All right. Oh, can I?
Hi,
yeah, here's an
Dynamic.
opening.
We're extracting because we've got nails. I had a shot in town, but I'm not staying around because a box of nails is high tier loot. So getting ourselves, we've got zombies coming on us. I'm going to use silent pistol on them. Let's get out of it. Another Z coming in on you.
I'm pinned in the corner. Go ahead, take the shot.
Oh, come on, game. Let me reload, you stupid machine. You're right.
Yep.
Modded Cherno, yeah, heavily modded Cherno.
Yep.
It's my own.
What's that on?
But modded as in custom areas, not heavily modded guns and shit. Salty sticks. Let's get out of here because we can't risk getting caught out.
Oh.
That's that dirty pond.
Yep.
Or one of them. Yeah, I need to get the nails home. I've downloaded the mods for the Halloween maps. Okay. I'm not. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I have the bonfire on here, and I have the evil goat on here, but I don't do the rest of the Halloween map stuff. Some of them do really good stuff. It's not me. I prefer more my survival side. But some of the maps out there, some of the modded maps that are Halloween themed are amazing. Some of the Christmas ones are as well, with the evil snowmen that chase after you and shoot at you. Again, not really me. I prefer a more, in inverted commas, realistic gameplay. So I realise it's DAYZ and there's infected, which aren't realistic.
Yeah, I was on a horror themed server one time. They had skeletons, and they had put in, similar to the code that you have for the detonation. They can adjust the height of the infected, so these skeletons.
Oh, we can all do that. Yeah, it's not that difficult. Yeah, it's awesome. You can go in and change. In DAYZ Editor, I can have stuff spawn in a different height. It's not a problem. Dynamic. I'm new to PC, so this is all fun to me. Oh, massive! If you're just coming to PC version of DAYZ, this is like out of this world compared to, say, console. It's a different game.
Welcome.
Yeah, massively different game, and yeah, modded community and modded maps are just amazing. Where are we? Are we still going the right way?
Yeah, just follow the road.
Oh, okay. I was just getting a little bit.
This is your road.
Yeah, I was getting a little bit fucking. I was like an officer just out of training. What do you mean I've got to lead? Don't I follow? No, sir, you've got to lead. Where's the map? No, sir, you've got to lead. We're not giving you the map. I describe it to my friends that play DAYZ on console as you've got Xbox and PlayStation DAYZ, and then a completely separate game, you've got DAYZ on PC. And that's the only way I can describe it. Unless you play vanilla, it is a completely different game. I love it though. As we all know, I'm a massive DAYZ fan.
Miss my Shimon.
Most people I meet on the coast are friendly. It's so strange to me. Everyone on PS is mad and evil. Depends on the servers for PC, but you'll probably get a bit more friendliness because we've evolved. I think because it's probably easier to get loot, it's easier to build a base, it's easier to secure loot on PC. So people can be a bit more friendly than console, because it's easy to raid on console. we're about to get an almighty thunderstorm.
Yep.
This is where we're living. Home sweet home.
Oh. House is clear.
I'm just dropping loot anywhere at the moment, mate. I'll think about sorting it at a later date. I'll probably sort it off stream, if that makes sense. Because it's going to be a lot of work to sort it all. Yeah. I'm going to stay on. I just don't think that it makes a good stream to be sorting out a base all the time.
Made it back with this. We don't need it now. I was afraid we got into a fight that
we'd lose.
My 5.56 would jam, so I kept the shotgun as a backup. But now I'm going to put it in the I'm going to put it in the barrel.
No, stick it in the tent because I might find a space for it when I sort everything out.
Into the tent, okay.
Yeah, I'm just putting everything in there because we've got space to fit things. So if there's space to get it down the side, get it in there. Because I'll aim to find a space for everything, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I just got a lot of work to do that. So I put my bandages there, knife there, bandages there, iodine there. Don't need to take a spare battery with me. That there, canteen there, that's good. Knuckle duster there, that's good. Drop off that. I'm going to carry the AK as an emergency weapon, basically. Let's get these mags filled with zombie killing ammo. You know, I've been on for 3 hours 47. I expect I'll get another hour in before I log, Chuckles.
Okay.
Be about a 5-hour stream, and then that's probably enough for this morning. Then I can go and sort my life out, get ready for the course tomorrow, and then decide what I'm doing. And I might not be on later. I might be. I don't know yet. But then you'll be able to get some sleep, won't you? We have a fire before it gets wet out there. Should I go and get some logs?
Oh, here we go. Sheet of paper. Don't need to worry about bark. And the matches are in the wood crate right next to the barrel.
We think it's about to get cold and wet, and we probably both going to need some sleep soon. And it's night time, so we'll get a boost to our sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm going to gather a bit of firewood so we can put some spare inside the base.
Yeah.
I'm coming home now. And check the outhouse for a box of nails. Gave me one the other day, not today. Bastard.
What do you gain? Later this weekend, I will go for another hunt and bring back some.
Remember, it doesn't last, so.
I know, but rags and fat to make.
Yeah, make gun cleaning kits and all that stuff is really worth having.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do stream is I'm going to stop the stream, but I'm going to stay in game and get the base tidy. Because it'll probably take nearly an hour to get it all sorted. And I think that makes the most sense. So, thank you for watching for the last 4 hours. Been emotional. Good. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the interaction. Remember, if you've got a goblin in your sights, miss.